can't believe I believed everything we had was last. So young and naive of me to think she was from your past. Silly of me to dream of one day having your kids. Love is so blind, it feels right when it's wrong. I can't believe I fell for your schemes. I'm smarter than that. I'm naive to believe that with me you're a changed man. Foolish of me to compete when you cheat, we're lose women. It took me some time, but now I'm gone. Because I realize I got myself and that's all I got in the end. That's what I found out, and it ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from now on I'm gonna be my own best friend. Be myself and that's all I got in the end. That's what I found out, and it ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from
What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Liesl, also known as With Love Liesl on all my social media platforms. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and become part of my family. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back, you guys, and thank you so much for tuning in. If you are here for the very first time, welcome. So it is a work from home day and I'm on my way to drop my son at crash, and then we are going to do some some quick cleaning, and then we are going to start the corporate day, the 9 to 5. Is it this way? Wow, you know your directions. Do you know where your crash is?
This way.
Okay, let's do it. That's so good. And then, which way? Which way?
This way.
Okay, love it. Ek vir Jabu. Jabu kan nie wag nie. This way is the crash. Okay,
This
baby.
way.
Yes, we're going that way. Yes.
Oh, this way.
That way is. Look at the long line, though.
now I'm gonna be my own best friend. Controlling and you say that you love me, but you don't. Your family told me one.
Like, what in the freaking hell? So today the wind is so strong here in Cape Town, and this is what the wind did. This is the light. Oh, this is some creepy shit. A whole bulb came out of the roof. Now I am just going to hang around here in the kitchen and wait for my husband to come from work to come and fix that. I'm sure I can fix it myself. Stand on a chair and fix it myself, but I don't know is it just the wind or is there something? I'm not sure, and it's electricity, so I don't want to touch that. But I have a question, okay? I have a question. So, oh no. So I have a question that if you are a homeowner, right, or you were a homeowner, or you're in the process of becoming a homeowner, or whatever the case might be, I just have one question. In today's economy, in today's life, in today's everything, my question is, do you think it is better to buy like this house that we bought? It's like an old house. I'll say it's an old house because this house is more than 30 years. Okay, it's more than 30 years, so it's an old house, right? If not more than 40 years. I think it can actually be more than 40 years. Yeah. So these houses is like more than 40 years it's standing here, right? And obviously if a house is more than 40 years, then things must be maintained, things must be changed, things must be whatever. So we are in this house now for 8 years, and obviously for the 30 plus years before we came, like things started breaking, things started, there was maintenance that had to be done. So when we moved in here, we didn't know what was fixed or what wasn't fixed, or what was changed, what wasn't changed, what was updated or upgraded. So my question to you is, if you're either a homeowner currently, you were a homeowner, or you want to become a homeowner, my question is that in today's economy, in today's society, in today's everything, do you think that it is better to buy like an old house, which is like this house, like over 40 years, or do you think that it's more beneficial to buy like a new house, a newer development, or a new property? And the reason why I'm asking that question, it's simply because obviously when we bought, I think we didn't have like much knowledge and experience and things about these things, so we didn't like weigh our options, right? Not that like we're not grateful and we're not happy. We're really blessed, we're grateful, we're happy, all of that, but like there's just certain things now that you like here, like you just think about certain things, you see certain things, and you ask yourself like, why would you put the window there? Like, why would you put the window on that side and not on this side? Why would you put the door there? Why would you put, like, you just have like questions, okay? Now, I'm thinking of this because if you buy like, or you stay in like an old house that is now, say 30 plus, 40 plus, 50 plus years, or even more, that is like an old house is, if you live in a house like that, like this house for instance, it's more than 40 years, is there, because with these houses, obviously there's a lot that you must do like to the house, okay? And we all know, or for those of you that do know, buying a house, like in general, it's a very expensive thing, and it's a very expensive process, right? So buying a house on its own, it's like an expensive and a costly thingy, especially if you did not like plan way in advance for it, then it can be very expensive. But if it is something that you, a goal that you've set for yourself, you worked towards it, you saved, you did all of that, and now you're doing it, then it can be a bit, not as, it won't be like as expensive or costly as when you just like buy a house and you don't know what the cost really is, right? So with the older houses, you go through the process maybe of buying the house and all of that, and now you find that, but you need to now spend all this money also to fix the house, to change things in the house, to do things in the house, and to make the house like your home. To make, for example, if the kitchen of the house is like super outdated, you want to replace the kitchen cupboards and do it like, make it more modern. If the toilet is like very old age, very vintage and whatever, you want to take that out and replace it with like modern stuff. So you end up spending a lot of money, and I can tell you that it will not, like, okay, if you're wealthy and you're rich and all of that, then it can be done like ASAP or quick. But if you are just like working on your normal paycheck and whatever, then it can take like months, it can take years for you to actually get the place to where you actually want it, to where you can now like sit back and say, like, there's nothing that I want to change. There's nothing that I want to change, and there's nothing more that I want to change, right? The other part that I want to, why I'm asking this question, why I am bringing this up, if you buy a more modern house or like a new development or a newly built house, most of the time, everything is new in the house, right? So the paintwork is fresh, the tiling is fresh, the roofing is fresh, the plumbing is fresh, the electrical is fresh, like it's new, everything is new. So by the time you move in, especially when you're a younger couple, so by the time when you move in, like it will take for you now like quite a few years for you to replace something or for you to like do something to the house, or change whatever you want to change like in the house. But when you move into an old house, like you move in and you change. You move in and you want to change and you want to maintain and you want to do all of that, those things to bring your vision to life basically. But if it's like a newer development or a new property, it's like they make like these properties and these things so fancy and so like, you know, like you can just bring your clothes and move in like that. So I just wanted to know, I just wanted to like put a question out there, like maybe for you to think about, or maybe for you to discuss, or maybe for you to consider, whatever. Like, is it a better option to buy a more older property, or is it a better option to buy like a new development? Because I don't know. I know what my answer is, but there's also pros and cons on both sides. And yeah, I also think that if you have people in your life, or you have people that you can have these conversations with, that you can discuss these things with, especially if you are in the process or it is on your mind like to do something like this, to have these conversations and these topics with people that you know, or that you're comfortable with or that you trust, so that when you get to that point, or you get to that point where you are maybe in the process, or you're considering it and you want to do it, then you can have conversations with people and they can give you like the honest review opinion, so that when it's your time, then you don't like do things and not know what you're getting yourself into. So yeah, it's just a question that I was thinking, it's something that I've been thinking about, and maybe I must make like a separate video on this. Maybe I must make like a video on this just to discuss this, because just to discuss like the pros and the cons, because there is a lot of pros and cons. I'm not saying one is better than the other, both it's good, but for your we must look at it like maybe for your age that you are, for your can I say your lifestyle, man, for your lifestyle. Do you have time to set aside maybe a weekend or a few weeks to do renovations in your house? Do you have time to do this and this? Or are you the person that just want to say, listen here, I'm not the DIY person, I'm not the mechanic, like I'm not that person, let me just buy something where I can just take my bags and move in? Just a question. And yeah, it's dark right now. I don't want to put on the light because the light is literally hanging. So I'm just waiting for my husband to come and fix the light so that I can make some quick din-dins.